this one. No, it's a simple little thing we're saying that make us feel cherished. The thoughtfulness that you put into it. And see, men want to know what is romance and what do women mean when they talk about being romantic. See, romance is what makes the love between two people so amazing, especially between the husband and wife, so amazing. It's what's draw that distinguishing line between the relationship and all, everything else. It separates us from the platonic friend and stuff like that, right? So when a woman asks you to be more romantic, she's not asking you to spend more money, because a lot of men start panicking. Yeah. So do something spectacular, or pretend, some man said, I'm not old fashioned, it's modern time or whatever, but try the little old fashioned thing. Pull up behind her in the kitchen and just kiss her on the neck for no reason. Pick a little flowers outside and just put it behind her hair for no reason, right? Simple thing. It doesn't take money to do that. I mean, some of us walk garden, just get a little flowers from the garden, just pull up behind her in the kitchen when she's cooking. Just put a little flower behind her hair and say, darling, I was just thinking about how beautiful you are. Just say something to them that you used to do, because men used to do it when they're courting. You woo her. You know what I mean? You do spectacular things for her.
You know what, too? When we were courting, when he would do little things, we thought it was so cute and we appreciate it. Now that we're married, we still need to appreciate the little small things that they do. Because I'm telling you, small things lead to big things. I'm really appreciative of the small things and the non-material things that my husband does for me as well. And also the wording, and you mentioned that women, we want to hear. We want to hear. We like to hear it. We like to hear it.
I appreciate you. I was thinking about you. Those things that you just say in the beginning. Thank you, for being in my life. You enhance my life. We want to hear those things. It means a lot to us, because a lot of time we're saying, you only want to say it when you're leading to the bedroom. I'm not saying all these romantic thing is to get you to score. It's added bonus point, but these are the non-thing that you don't have to think about being, sexually active. It's just doing the everyday thing just to show appreciation. For most women, being romantic means going out of your way to express tenderness.
And also, I just want to add too, when they do the little things, the little romantic things, two little words will make them appreciate it. Thank you. And make them want to do it. Tell them thanks.
Thank you, babe. Thank you for thinking about me.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't say thank you. We say, it's about time you do it.
Yeah, you shooting down getting more, honey. You said, oh, you see, if it's been a while since they do it, right? What you should say to them, I could get used to this, darling. You treat me like this. You're going to have me for life, right?
Right.
The fact that they're doing it now, appreciate them from now, because they're starting at some place. Because when they weren't doing, you were frowning. So now that they're doing it, smile. Tell them thank you. I could get used to this, babe. You make a girl feel like a queen now. Simple little things that it means a lot. Because, like I said, it's nothing we're telling them to do that they haven't done before. It's just that we get so complacent with work and family life. We forget about the everyday thing that bring us together. And just think about the birthday and the anniversary. And don't get me wrong, those are amazing. We want to still keep those. But in the interim, in between time, we need to do those little things that built us, that make us feel that we desired by our spouse. Because every woman wanted to be desired. Desired to, be connected with you, want to be intimate with you. Because we like the chase, we like that feeling, that because that's what desired for us is. You're chasing us. It gives us that oxytocin that feel good hormones, right? So also, desire, it means revealing to her what you already know yourself.
So somebody on YouTube says, what if she no longer appreciates the small things? Lord Jesus. Then
it's not too late. It's not too late, because if you no longer appreciate the small things, it didn't happen overnight, right? Figure out what happened, why you stop appreciating it. Are they giving you small things because they messed up and they're trying to make up? You know what I mean? We're not referring to that. We're saying do the small things for no reason, not because you yell at her, not because you didn't take out the trash. You know what I mean? When you're trying to score bonus points for you messed up, we're not talking about. We're talking about doing the everyday thing just because, right? No expectation of getting in the sack or anything like that. Just because I appreciate you.
Another thing is, Reverend Carl Brown said, but what if she thinks it requires more than that? Now, some women requires a lot, and you would already know that she requires a lot. And then now, if you gave her a lot during the courting and the dating,
expected,
then
because that's the expectation you set.
Right. If you set the bar that
you can't drop it. You can't just come drop it. No,
you can't drop it. You gotta go higher. But
there
the bar
you go.
can't come down. The bar can't come down because once the bar comes down, we're gonna be like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on, right? And then we're going to think. Then now we're not gonna be so appreciative of it. Does it make it right for our attitude? Human nature. No, but it's just because you can't start me out of here and then drop me once we get married or further into the relationship. Because I know me, I'm going to feel some kind of way. So I want you to continue. If you start out high, stay high. Don't drop low. And it works both ways. It works both ways because
it's the standard you set. If you set that standard,
I know me, I'm gonna be looking funny in the face.
But that's where it comes in when you know your person. Because like I said, being romantic means showing her that even though you know that she can take care of herself, even though you already know that, it's something that you already know about her that she would appreciate. Because you already know your person. You know things, you don't give her just thoughtless things that she don't appreciate. You know what I mean? If you know your person allergic to certain type of flowers, you're not gonna buy her that type of flowers to mess with her allergies. You see what I'm saying? You know your person, you know the simple things that she would appreciate. If you go to Chick-fil-A, you know what type of chicken sandwich she like, or if you like that, or I like my salad, you know what type of salad I like. You don't know the type of dressing that because you already know your person. You see what I'm saying? Because you are listening. So if I go to Chick-fil-A, I know what I like. I know what I have to get for my spouse. He doesn't have to call and ask me. I don't have to call him and say, babe, what do you want? I'm going to get him something because I know what he likes, right? And he's vice versa. If he go to get something, right, and he knows what I like, he will get it. Like you said, your husband would bring your own patty because he knows the type of patty you like. If my husband go to get patty, he know I like the vegetable patty. So if he doesn't call and ask me, he's going to bring it home because he knows that's what I like. And the fact that he went there to get something for himself and thought about me without me after asking him, I feel I'm going to exceedingly grateful because I appreciate the thought that he put into it. And that's what we're saying. It's the everyday things that we do in a spectacular way for no reason, no hidden agenda. Just say that I appreciate you. It's a simple thing. You know, because a lot of time, like you said, people are saying, well, you used to do this, but you don't do it no more. But how are you receiving when they were doing it? Then man don't just stop for no reason if they know it makes you feel good. They're not just going to get up and say, you know what? I know she likes roses, but I don't care to do it no more. Men are not like that. No. We train them. If we're not appreciative of it, if they give you bring you on some roses and they didn't bring up walls or something, and you're like, roses, so where's the rest? Where's the walls? Where's the this? Where's the that? You know, if it's one rose, like you said, we women have all different type of walls in the house. Okay, we have the big one for the 24 roses. We have the one for the 12. We have the one for the 1. You appreciate it and you trim it the way you want it. Put it in the glass. Somebody like, well, he sent me roses, girl, but guess what? There's no balls in it. There's no nothing. It's a simple thing. If you start frowning like that, how you expect him to go more and do more? He's gonna stop. That's what I'm saying. It's the everyday thing we show appreciation for.
I'm gonna tell you this too. Men, not only do they listen for the thank yous and the appreciation, they watch our body
reaction. Yeah,
they watch how we react to that one flower or the flower from the flower from the supermarket or the flower from the neighbor or the flower from the flower shop. They watch how we react to certain things. I think it's like a constant test, you know, how they test us to see how we're going to react to certain things. So it behooves us, lady, to be appreciative. I'm not saying accept anything. That's not what we're saying.
Right. But we're talking about the everyday norm.
Everyday norm. You know, if your spouse, and guess what? If that's all he can afford is something from the flowers from the supermarket, even though I think the flowers at the supermarket cost just as much as the flowers at the flower shop.
If he stop on the way home from those guys on the street and bought me some flowers, I appreciate it, because guess what? He take time in traffic, holding up the lane where we are honking them. You ever see some people holding up the lane, honking the person that the light has changed and they're busy trying to get across? It's just
somebody on YouTube said, just the husband been there for you also is a romance for the, we did the romance for the women. We did part one, Lady Erica.
Man, 2 weeks ago.
Tonight is for the men. See, this is what happened when persons are not regular. So you have to become a regular, Lady Erica, because we did the women first, right? So now we're doing the men, what the men want. So
no. We did the woman, the men 2 weeks ago. Tonight we're doing what the woman wants. Yes.
Right. And so
women consider romantic. What is romance for a woman? 2 weeks ago, before the Labor Day week, the week before that, we did what does a man consider romantic from their woman? What they want us, how to romance them.
I want to say this, those of you that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, if you have not yet subscribed to Marcia Baker Ministries, please subscribe so you and turn on the notification so you can see all the former topics that we spoke on, because this is part 2. And I thank all of you. If you have not yet subscribed, please like, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Tonight we're talking about what is romance to a man versus a woman. 2 weeks ago we did versus a woman versus the man.
Evangelist.
I'm the topic.
We are tonight, what does romance mean to a woman? So we're from the woman perspective tonight. 2 weeks ago we did the men perspective.
Yes, thank you.
It's okay. She's all about the men, right? So ladies, for us tonight. 2 weeks ago, she poured out to us what does the men consider the romance, right? So tonight we are letting the men them know tonight, what do we consider romance? And what for us, like we're saying, for us, we don't want you to panic and think money. We don't want it to be the first time when we said, baby, you haven't been romantic in a while. And you're like, what does romantic mean? I pay the bills. I buy groceries. We have everything we need. What we're saying, ladies, and gentlemen, to our spouse, right? To our husbands, if you're in the courting stage, to the male, to let them know, romance for us basically is doing the simple thing in an extraordinary way, in a special way. Put some thought in it, right? Just to say, I'm thinking about you. You mean so much to me. I appreciate you. That's what we're saying. We're not break the bank or anything like that. The everyday thing we're saying. If you buy her favorite snack, don't just say, babe, oh yeah, I bring you your favorite snack today. Surprise her with it, Put it by, where her favorite chair is or where she like to read. Put something, a little sticky note there. Hey, I got something downstairs for you. Then she go down there and find it. Oh, you were thinking about me. Because we women, we communicate by when men show that they appreciate us, not just saying it with words. We like the action behind it. Tell us, yes, we want to hear the verbiage, but we also want the action to follow what you are saying. And we're not saying, go out of your way, work a second job, working overtime to romance us. We're not saying that. We're saying do this simple thing, the everyday things, extraordinary. If it's her favorite, mocha that she likes and she haven't had it in a while, just surprise her with it. I was thinking about you. Every now and then, give a little sticky note, write something, a little, sticky notes is everywhere nowadays. I assume, I work from home, so I got sticky note all over. One little sticky note from her thing, or a little paper or something, write something down where she'd find it. If she likes to cook and she's in the kitchen all the time, write a little note, send her to the bathroom or something so she can find her favorite fragrance, wrap nicely. And you know, let her know, hey, I know you'd find this the way I find you. You know.
Someone says on Facebook, I guess when you were talking about the food, they say, but when it comes to food, most women don't know what they want to eat, which is
true. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But there's something when you're in a relationship with somebody that is consistent, right? If you eat out, I don't eat out all the time at a 5-star restaurant. I don't know about y'all, but I don't. I do eat out from fast food every now and then. Chick-fil-A, yes, is one of my things. They're not paying us or anything. It's just my thing. I like their salad, right? So my husband know what I like from Chick-fil-A, and he know the dressing I like because it's consistent. Every now and then, so he doesn't have to ask me anymore because it's not a one and done thing. If I go someplace and I don't like the food, everybody knows. Guess what? When it's good, everybody knows because I'm consistent. If I don't like it, I'm gonna let everybody know. If you do go there, you're thinking about me, please don't get me X, Y, and Z. Right? And if I like something, they hear me saying it. Oh my gosh, this was so amazing. I can't live without this. Where have this been all my life? Right? So they listen. Men are listening. If they don't know what food you like because you can't make up your mind, every time they buy something, you critique it, it's never good enough. So you're hard to please. Right? So they're going to take note of that and say, if you can't please your own self with what you buy for food wise, why am I going? There's no way I can please you. That's what they're getting. If you go and you buy something and you choose to go to that restaurant or that fast food joint and you buy something and you come home and say, it is atrocious. I don't like this. You go to another restaurant, you come home, oh, it's terrible. Oh, this one is too soft. And every fast food restaurant they see you go to, and you buy something for yourself, you complain about, what are you telling them? You can't please you. So what they said to themselves, I can't please you.
And you know what I want to add to? A lot of times too, when they do notice where we go, and if they like that place and then they don't bring you home anything, it's in us to just be upset. You know, we just want to be upset because they didn't bring us anything. And we as women, if we see that our husband is trying, we ought to just give them that tea for the effort that they're doing. They're trying, or better yet, say, you know what? Even though I don't like their ABC, I like their EFG.
Something on the menu, right? Even if it's a cookie, even if it's just a fries, something. So they'll get an extra fry. So you know what? They probably like this curly fry. So let me bring this for her. But you don't say, oh, you buy yourself something and you don't buy me. Go out the person and said, well, honey, I don't know what to get you. And they're not lying. Because you have to make it clear to them what you like. You know what I'm saying? Because we women, we speak in parables a lot of times. We got to be specific with men and make it clear to them. How my husband would know that I like this type of salad, this type of dressing, because A, he see when I go and bought it. 2, when I come home with it, I let it be known how much I like it. And he see me eat it and he was like, let me taste it. And they're like, oh, that tastes good. But it doesn't mean it's his taste, but he'll say, oh, I see why you like it. Probably not for him, but he'll think about me when he goes there next time.
And then you know what too? That's also part of the connection with the romance that women like. Women like that connection, and if he can connect to what we like and bring it to us without us asking, that speaks volumes to us as well. So women like the connection. Romance to some women means connection. It might not mean connection. It might not mean romance to you, but on the broad scale, romance.
It's building that intimacy.
Intimacy. And I think we've discussed this, but I don't think it was on here when we talk about the difference between intimacy and sex. It's so different because a lot of time being romantic is not always sex, but it can.
So we're talking about the romance here. We're not talking about sexual connection leading up to sex. We're talking about the everyday thing, just being
the everyday thing, being thoughtful. Because a lot of times the men, for the most part, and I can't speak for all men, but I know my husband, he tries. Let me tell you something. I love the way my husband cook, right? So when I'm going to Jamaica, my husband meets me at the airport, with salt mackerel, banana dumpling, and sweet potato, right?
Think about how that make you feel. Think about how that make you feel, the joy, the smile.
When I tell you, I be so happy. I be like, it's worth more than me going to a fancy restaurant. It's better than even me going to my favorite spot, right? And so when I see and he does it so nice, right? Because it's hot.
Yes.
And because he knows that I like hot food. And so he know that I like my food hot. So he'll have it in the lunch bag to keep it hot, right? And then he'll have me something to drink plus some water because he knows that's what I like, right?
And that makes you feel desired.
I be like, oh my
You're
God.
all over him, honey.
Right? Let me tell you. And he knows this. And guess what? Guess what he does? If he knows that he's not going to be able to make it or to prepare it, to bring it to the airport with him, he'll text me and say, don't expect the breakfast at the airport. You know what I mean? Because he knows I'm looking for it. And so we have that connection because he knows me, right?
You're communicating and you're listening.
He's communicating. And Reverend Carl Brown says, but you're humble and appreciative. that won't work for the hype girls, right? And
but different folks for different strokes. See,
right?
If the girl is hype, take a look at the head. He has to be hype because like after its kind, right? Seed after its kind. So sometimes it's the opposite too. So you know the person in the courting stage. You have some basic idea of what you can connect with her on. Because all of us, the simple things, like for example, some men or some women, like for me, I like going for a walk. Just walk. I'm a nature girl. I just like going outside when it's too hot though. I can't manage the heat. But you know, in the cool of the day or so, you go for a walk, holding on, no phones, just looking at nature, looking at the tree, listen to the bird chirping. You know, because we like to connect by touch as well, non-sexual touch, just holding on, walking beside each other, playfully.
And that's connecting, Nikki. That's connecting because a lot of times, most women, and since we're talking about what is romance to women tonight, most women like the leading up to, you know, we like the extra stuff. We like
the journey, darling. And we like the journey.
We don't just want to hit the destination. You know, it's like when you're traveling on the airplane, right? And you know, you have to wait in the terminal. Then the gate agent come and they say flight so-and-so is now boarding. And you know, if we're gonna board by zones and rows, and then you have to wait your turn. So it's the journey, the takeoff. You know, the takeoff and the landing, we know that's coming, but it's the leading up to flight attendants, pre-prepare the cabin for takeoff. And, you know, we appreciate the journey. So ladies that are listening, if your spouse is taking you on the journey, go with the flow. Don't just say,
just go for a long ride together. Just a ride to nowhere. Just drive, you know, let's go for a 30-minute drive. Where? Oh, nowhere. Just chill. Listen to a favorite song on the radio. Do karaoke on the radio, right? Now we have I don't think people listen to the radio anymore because I don't. But you know, I think YouTube it's your favorite channel on YouTube and play that song that you guys like and just karaoke together, you know, singing out of tune or whatever, you know, in a car ride, just the two of you for no reason, right? Or, you know, in one of the things that some women like, you know, our men can do is like when you support each other and you call up for the date or whatever, you're already planning it from Monday, leading up to Friday, right? So you call up for no reason now that you're in a relationship with her. I say, listen, baby, remember that favorite dress that I like? I have something coming up. Can you put it on for me today? I'm gonna pick you up at XYZ time. We're going to a special function. And when you get, babe, where we're going, it's a surprise. And when you get in the car, I say, listen, I'm taking it to this favorite restaurant that we used to visit, right? And this is a special occasion. And they're like, oh my gosh, you so thoughtful. You actually call a restaurant and make a reservation. It means something to us women. Just a thought that you remember certain little things that doesn't even cost money a lot. You could just go for an ice cream at our favorite spot. Just dress up, you know, and compliment her and just take her out for ice cream. and then go for a walk in the park or something and just reminiscing. It's fall time and the leaves are falling or whatever. Just enjoy the outdoor, watch the leaves blowing off the tree and just play. It's being a kid at heart again. That's what get our oxytocin going for women. Feel like a kid again, so we can tap out some of the everyday cares that like which not going anywhere, right? So we may listen, the chore is gonna get done. The laundry gonna pile up as soon as you wash one load, there's another load waiting. As soon as you wash the dishes, there's another dishes waiting. So we can take a pause on it and take time out to enjoy each other company. If I want cookies, bake her something, bake her special cookie, get the recipe, right? Even if it doesn't come out good, she gone out on a trip or whatever, then she come home, if she's a baker or whatever, bake her favorite cookie, even if it doesn't turn out the way she like it. The fact that you're paying attention, right? And say, babe, I tried. She'll appreciate that more.
Yes. And I want to add this before you go further. When our oxytocin get to going, it attracts and pulls the testosterone. So
hello.
You want the oxytocin to keep building.
Yes. Bonus points, gentlemen. You'll score bonus points when you do this simple thing. And like I said, there's no one size fits all. And we're not saying it's for everybody. We're saying those who want an extra boost, those who are thinking, I don't have the money, those who are saying, don't you see what's going on? I don't have a job. I'm trying to find a job. My income barely can pay the bill. We're saying, be thoughtful. Don't make everything about money. Because if you can't do this basic thing on the budget that you have now, when you have a bigger budget, you're not going to do it. So we're saying do the small things where you are right now. Start from where you are right now. And if it's fallen off, it's okay. You have today. I always said, don't worry about yesterday. You cannot do nothing about that. But you have today to make a new start. Call up your spouse for no reason. Play karaoke with her. Say, hey, I'm just calling babe to say I love you. And just hang up. Don't have to wait for her to respond. I should like, what got over him? 2 hours later on, text her. Babe, I appreciate you. You know what? You mean the world to me. No response needed, right? And put her on the chase, So she's thinking like, okay, what's going on? And when she come and meet her at the door and say, babe, thanks for coming out. Because the men wants that, we want that too. We want to feel that we matters.
And that's the part of feeling special.
Yes.
Every woman, like you said in the beginning, I don't know any woman on planet Earth that does not want to feel special to let her spouse, her husband, or her significant other make her his sweetheart and make her feel like, I saw something the other day, and I'm thinking this is old. It says, the woman says, babe, I want the world to know that you love me, right? And the thing said that the man whispered in her ear, I love you. She's like, but that's just me. He said, because you are my
world. Exactly.
And so when little stuff like that to me, that's sexy. That's
Listen,
to me.
That look that you're giving, that smile. Oh my God. Only heaven. I tell you, the hearts open up, other places is going off.
And it's free. And it's free.
Yes. Listen, you make a woman feel desired, honey. Let me tell her something. She's on cloud 9. She is on cloud 9.
One thing I was taught before I got married, I was taught, my Apostle Witherspoon, he told my husband, he's like, if you love her, she will do anything for you. And most women just want to be loved. They want to feel it. They want you to show it. They want you to act on the love. And once you feel that love and you're secured, we will do anything within reason. Now, we're not going to rob no bank and commit no crime, but we will do anything for our spouse once we have that security and that sense of belonging and that sense of, I know I'm his world. Man, it's amazing. And I see how, my husband just loved me. And listen, not even my mom, if I'm talking to my mom and my husband is calling, I'm like, Mom, I gotta go. My husband comes, she's like, but I'm your mother. I'm like, I gotta go. I'll call you back. And she's on and listening. So she know I'm this is not a lie. True story. I'm like, bye, Mom. I gotta go. Renard is calling,
Yes.
And she's like, but I'm your mom. My husband is calling, honey. First priority, because he makes me his priority, so I'm gonna make him my priority. And because of the way he treats me, it's reciprocated. So when the man is trying, and I want to reiterate that because Evangelist Nikki said it at the top of the hour. We want to be appreciative when they do even the smallest thing for us. And they may not do it often, but when they do it, you want to say, babe, I can get used to this. You're going to spoil me. And that build their ego to say, okay, I know what she like. Sometimes, it's just like I always say, sometimes it's just the little things and the way we react, the thoughtfulness of it. And the ladies, 2 words that's going to bless your spirit and increase the romance to you from your husband. Thank you.
Thank you, babe.
Thank me later.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That will do it.
Yes, that's all they ask. And listen, we sometimes, like you said, make it difficult because a lot of men say, I don't know what she like, because what? You have not shown him anything that he does that you seem joyful about, right? Or make like, oh wow. You ever hear that sometimes? Oh wow, really? You shouldn't have. Really? No, really, you shouldn't have. Really, right? They think about that. Instead of saying, babe, how thoughtful. Thank you for thinking about me, right? See, men, romance is not difficult. What we're asking is that you do something for your spouse, and whatever that something is, a simple thing in life, but do it extra special. With a little thoughtfulness will help. See, we like the element of surprise. Mm-hmm. We like the surprise. We like the process. We like the journey, right? We like the chasing, because that's what y'all did in the courting stage, right? And now that y'all conquer, y'all say, okay, I got a prize onto the next task. No, to maintain it, we need those little things, the everyday thing. Make it extra special. Make it extraordinary. Think outside of the box, right?
Some woman, some lady Erica on YouTube says some women are picky. Some women are so picky that the man, they're like, you know what? I would do it, but you're just too picky. And this is why, and I think in the beginning, during the pursuit, right? So some women, the pursuit, some women, when I was looking, reading up on, romance to a woman, the pursuit of the man of the woman helps to build the woman's self-esteem.
Exactly. Your ego, give your ego boost. You're think about it. And even when you're in the office, because that's what I always tell most of the men in my circle that is in a relationship or is pursuing or whatever. And I said, whatever you use to conquer her, when you capture her, she expects you to do it not over the top, but the simple way you were doing it that get her heart, get that butterfly going in her heart. She expects you to do that. Because once you stop, what will happen now? Because women like to be desired. And when you let her stop feeling desired, she's going to look for it in the wrong places. Because I always tell, most men, don't let your spouse, your wife, go to church and somebody in church, the first thing she pull up, the men at the door or the security, whatever who it is, complimenting her on her outfit or her new hairdo. And you did not do that before she leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or she go to work and she's getting all this compliment from work. And you see her dressed in the morning, you see her leaving the house and you have that compliment her, right? Because women like to feel desired. So you first have to be that one to see and appreciate and say, I like that new hairdo on you, right? I like that outfit on you. Compliment her. Because then flirt with her, right? Like sit beside each other and say, oh, I'm checking you out from across the room, darling. You look handsome over there. Create a little movie night at home with each other. The regular movie, listen, Netflix and chill is not for the single folks, okay? It's for us too. We can Netflix and chill. Say, hey, we have a movie night tonight. And you send them a little text or a little note or something, voice note or whatever way you want to do it. Meet me on section row, whatever, in the living room at this time, right? And you make it playful, make it fun, get a little popcorn or whatnot, and Netflix can chill with each other. Talk about the movie, laugh together, get one cup. right? Or your iced tea or whatever, and share it with each other with one, one straw or two straw, but drink from the same cup, right? Sharing it with each other and laugh and talk. Eat a little, make a little bowl of popcorn. They sell them everywhere now, right? You don't have to put it in the microwave. I don't like the smell in the microwave. You could buy ready-made popcorn if that's your taste or whatever. If you want to pop it, pop it. Get one little bowl and you're both eating from it, laughing and talking together. Build back those connections. You used to do it when you were dating. You're the same person, right?
But I want to say this. Evangelist Nikki. I know that most churches in the circle that I'm in, and I don't want to just say the circle, but most churches don't allow for dating. And so I can understand why some of the men may not know what the woman like from what she don't like. However, that's still no excuse not to know what to do.
If you're talking, communicating constantly with each other, they are hearing what you're saying. You're like, you know what? In a long time, babe, I really haven't had, my favorite mocha or whatever, right? I'm just saying, just for saying, right? And they will hear that over and over. If they're listening and you're making a big deal about it, you know what, in your mind? It's important to her. Let me go get it. Right. But if you're not saying anything, if you're not communicating your likes and your dislikes, all they're hearing is your dislike. And the minute we can ask them, what do you like? What do you like? You can still ask those questions too, and then write it down. And when she's not thinking about it, surprise her. Right? If she's a picky person, I'm pretty sure every woman, we all spread our bed. I don't know if you have a maid or whatever. One morning you get up and you jump in the shower. And she went in the shower, spread the bed for her, put out a favorite outfit for her, a t-shirt or whatever. If she's going to be home or if she's not feeling well, one of those times, just get her favorite pajama ready for her in the bed. If she already spread the bed, get her favorite pajama, get her favorite book, put it on the bed for her. So I was thinking about you, darling. Get her a heating pad or something, put in the oven, the microwave, I should say, for her, warm it up for her, bring it upstairs for her. It's a thoughtfulness about the little everyday things that we're talking about. It's important. We all have smartphones, sit beside each other and take selfie, right? It's not just to capture everybody out there when you all dressed up. Just be in your natural element and just goofing around. My husband showed me these filters that they have now. When you're taking pictures, the different filters that you can put on. Sometimes he'll video call me and we're just playing those selfies. He's putting on these goofy things. And I'm like, I'm guessing, is this an alligator? Is this a crocodile? Whatever. We're just playing around and being fun, with all these things out there. Enjoy each other, because the whole thing what we're wanting is to be happier. Right? And how are we going to be happier is to let the person around us help and answer, because that's what marriage is. You come in happy and they help us be happier. And the happier we get, guess what? Men loves women that smile. Ask any man, they will tell you she don't smile much anymore. There's nothing I can do to put a smile on her face. Men, these are some of the simple things we're telling you. If your wife haven't been smiling in a while, she's walking around every day with a frown, like looking like her face dipping in lime juice. These are some basic everyday things. Try it. Don't tell me it doesn't work, man, until you try. Try it and tell me it doesn't work. Know your person. Know their likes and dislikes. Because we communicate. We talk a lot. And we will let you know what we like. We'll scream on the top of our heels when we find a favorite perfume that you like. Because we like to get that perfume for the men that, we know he'd like. So if we got your perfume or you tell her this is your favorite scent, wear it for her every now and then. Let she guess for no reason. It doesn't mean you have a function or whatever, Creed is one of my favorites, just saying, right? When my husband put on Creed, but especially when I'm in those type of mood, he'll put on Creed and he passed by, I'm like, what you wearing? It's just a natural thing, right? Wear her favorite perfume and it put a smile on her face. So we're not saying go out and break the bank. We're saying everyday life things, simple things. Get her a towel for her in the shower, put it in the dryer, warm it for her. The simple things that you like, we like the same things too. A lot of the simple things. And if you don't know, you're not communicating with each other.
That's true.
Get back to talking. Get back to talking. If you say this person is difficult, nothing I can do can please her, listen. That's not true. All of us have something that we all desire. We like the chase. We like the simple things that make us feel valued, that make us feel appreciated, know that you're thinking about us. If she's a coffee drinker, come on now. Prepare a coffee for her once in the morning and surprise her. You should already know if she takes sugar or whatever she takes, if you're paying attention and listening. Right? We have to be intentional to build each other. Make each other feel desired, man. These are the simple things we're telling you. Do the everyday thing extra special. You will gain bonus points. Romance is not difficult. It's not about money. All we're asking is to be thoughtful. We like the element of surprise. And that's all we're saying. You did it before. Whatever way you used to woo her. Think back. Yes, Mr. Basie, years ago. It rolled back the curtain. Get back there, right? Was it a phone call? Was it a letter you write her? What was it then that wooed her? That she said, wow, I can't get enough of this. This is a card door you normally open for her. It's a little thing that you do that makes you feel like she's a queen. She's all that you see in the universe. All these other women around. I don't see anyone else but you, darling. You light up my life. Talk to her the way you used to woo her back then. She's the same girl. There's still a little girl inside. I want to hear that. So always saying, do the ordinary thing extraordinary. Put a little thought in it. Don't just say, here is your gift. Oh yeah, you were thinking about this, here it is on the account. Surprise her. Put a little bow on it. I'm not a gift wrapper. My husband can wrap a gift so much I don't even want to open it because he wrap it so perfect. I scared to rip that thing open. He have that gift. I don't. I will get to the gift bag. I will get a little bow on it. Whatever works for you. Surprise her. If she's a shoes junkie, you know where her favorite shoes are, right? Put something there to surprise her when she go there to get her favorite shoes, right? Surprise her. We're saying use the everyday thing and make it an element of surprise. So you see that smile and say, yes, I did that. And then my husband be like, so what do I get for that?
Right.
What do I get for that?
It's the end reward that counts. Oh my God.
He always kidding. Every time he do something spectacular and he see the smile on my face, like, oh, so babe, what do I get for that? I said a big hug, a kiss on the point. But no, he gained brownie points. He gained brownie points, definitely. So do the everyday thing extra special, gentlemen. We like to be wooed. Like you did us in the courting stage, the dating stage. However, I don't believe anyone that's listening right now was in an arranged marriage. And even if it was, you learn each other, right? If you just meet each other on the wedding day, that's fine. That's a start to learn each other, likes and dislikes. It still starts with communication. It doesn't matter how you get together, whether you're did a court, whatever. You said I do at the altar, you with that person, start learning that person likes and dislikes and do the simple things.
Amen. My God, the hour goes by so quick. The hour goes by so quick. Lady Erica on YouTube says, husband rubbing wife feet or a back massage after a long day at work. All
bonus. Oh yes, Erica, that's bonus point right there. Just because, right? Maybe you have a long day. Let me rub your feet today. That's bonus. Right on.
Let me tell you, it's amazing how much, and how much we already know what to do, and most persons already know what to do. You just haven't done it in a long time. So these sessions are just here to remind you how to build back the fire. If the fire is going out,
there's still smoke there. Just get it back. Just find the smoke. Get back the fire with these little things. The smoke is still there, honey. Bring back the fire.
Yes. So thank you all for watching us on tonight. Those of you on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you for listening. Those of you on Favor FM radio, thank you so much for tuning in to Prayer for Marriages every Monday night right here on Favor FM, right here on we're in the Zoom room as well. Also, we're on YouTube and Facebook. So we thank you so much for watching and listening. We will be back next Monday. We're going to be praying. Some persons have been requesting prayer for their marriages and stuff like that. So come next Monday. You can do us a favor. Send us your prayer request. If you don't want to leave it in the chat on YouTube or Facebook, send us an inbox on Facebook. Email us at marciabakersministries@gmail.com. Somebody said, fan the fire till it blazes.
Set it ablaze. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. So you can send us your prayer request and we will be praying with and for you come next Monday. All right. Evangelist Nikki, awesome job as usual. Thank you so much for availing yourself. Listen, we got to go. We're not out of information. We're just out of time. Amen. So see you next Monday, same place, right here on Prayer for Marriages. God bless you. God keep you. We love you so much is our prayer. Love you loads. Don't forget, for those of you that are on YouTube, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification so you can see and hear when we go live. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your week and take the tips that we give you so next week you can come back with your testimonies. Amen. God bless you and good night.
Awesome.